Welcome to Dr. P.C. Verma Economist YouTube economics class. In this class today we will discuss most important topics related to global copper market and role of China. Subramani Ra Manco Macombu views explained by Dr. P.C. Verma Economist for the purpose of students appearing in different UPSC, BPSC examinations where if it is asked in interview about the copper market, about the critical minimum, critical mineral and role of China, in that way this will be most important information to the students. China's move will eschew the global copper market. Eschew is a word of statistics, that is askewness. That is not uniform. Skewed means it is either negative or positive. So China's move eschew the global copper market. Why it is said so? Because a new trend has emerged in the global copper market. A new trend emerged in the global copper industry, with some Chinese smelters agreeing to process copper from Chilean miners Antofagasta without any treatment charges, TC. TC means treatment charges, or RC means refining charges. This threatens the viability of the global copper industry and could derail India's plans to increase its refining capacity by 0.5 million ton by 2030 and add another 3.5 million ton by 2047. TC and RC, these are two terms. In economics, TC is generally total cost. But here, TC means treatment charges. In the copper industry, miners will process copper by miners, and there will be some charges, treatment charges and refining charges. For the first time, this new trend has emerged in the global copper industry, experimented by China. China is commanding nearly 70% of the mineral, critical minerals, and therefore it has decided to become the monopoly in the sense of copper in copper production. And therefore he applied TC and RC are the fees paid by the miners to the smelters for processing copper concentrate into refined metal. The charges are critical for pricing within the global copper supply chain. TC are calculated in terms of per ton of concentrate, and RC is in cents per pound of the copper in the concentrate. The issue is significant, as the US has signaled that it wants to encourage domestic mining and smelters to become self-sufficient in copper, considered a critical mineral for the economy. US President Donald Trump has said there will be no tariff on raw material, concentrate copper, but finished product will attract tariff. For India, tariff will likely be 50% if 25% additional tariff proposed for buying crude oil from Russia and imposed later this month. China, which faces even a harsher tariff from USA, is the largest supplier of copper tubes to Washington. Beijing also supplies copper products to electric vehicle markets such as Tesla. This will increase the prices of electric vehicles as it faces the high tariff than India. I am Dr. P.C. Verma, economist. I have been teaching economics from 1973 till today, more than 50 years. And I was professor of economics in Patna University. I have taught in Chanakya National Law University. And from Chanakya Law University, I visited Poland, Vistula University with the students' trip, and their presentations were done in Poland, in Germany, in Netherlands, and therefore I had experiences of foreign students and their standard. And in Chanakya National University, their standard is international level, and I was teaching their law economics. So it is quite interesting that Subramani has done a very important work, that he has developed his model regarding China's move, which will skew the global copper market. We all know that skewness means uh, either negative or positive, skewed, and therefore China's move will skew the global copper market because of the new system which China has developed. US President Donald Trump has said there will be no tariff on raw material, concentrate copper, but finished product will attract tariff. The issue is significant as USA has signaled that it wants to encourage domestic mining and smelters to become self-sufficient in copper, considered a critical mineral for the economy. China, which faces even harsher tariff from the US, is the largest supplier of copper tubes to Washington. Beijing also supplies copper product to the electric vehicles such as Tesla. This will increase the prices of electric vehicles. This is a new trend emerged in global copper industry. I am explaining Subramani Ra Mankombu views in order to make easy for the student to understand what is the thesis of Subramani Mani R Mankombu regarding the new trend which is invented by China, and that has led to the Chinese, led to the copper market, global copper market is skewed. A new trend has emerged. A new trend has emerged in the global copper industry. Global copper industry with some with some Chinese smelter agreeing agreeing to process copper from Chilean miner Antofagasta Anto Antofagasta without without any without any without any treatment charge without any treatment charge or refining charge refining charge. This threatens the viability of the global copper industry and could derail and could could derail India's India's plans to increase its refining refining capacity refining capacity by 0.5 million ton by 2030